Hello and welcome to English with Altaf. Today we're going to talk about something many learners experience. That moment when it feels like everybody around you speaks good English and you feel left out. We'll explore why it happens and how you can overcome that feeling.
Yes, exactly. This is a very common problem. You might feel shy, nervous, or even think you're not good enough. But in this conversation, we'll show you simple ways to gain confidence and improve your English, even when everyone around you seems better.
I remember when I first moved to a city where almost everyone spoke English fluently. I felt completely silent in the beginning. People around me were talking so quickly, using expressions I didn't know. I thought, how will I ever speak like them?
That's a very common reaction. When you hear others speaking fluently, your brain compares your skills to theirs. But what you don't see is how much practice they've had. They weren't born speaking English perfectly. They learned step by step.
Exactly. One thing that helped me was changing my mindset. Instead of feeling jealous or sad, I started to think, if they can do it, I can too. I began to notice the phrases they used and tried to copy them in my own conversations.
That's a smart approach. Listening is actually one of the most powerful learning tools. If you're surrounded by good English speakers, you have free daily lessons. You can listen carefully, repeat the words in your mind, and even practice later when you're alone.
Yes, I even used to write down new words and sentences I heard. If someone said, I'm running late, I'd note it and later practice saying it myself. This made me feel more ready the next time I needed that phrase.
Another important point is not to be afraid of making mistakes. Many learners stay silent because they don't want to be corrected, but mistakes are signs of learning. If you speak, you give yourself the chance to get better. If you stay silent, your skills stay the same.
That's so true. When I finally started speaking, even if my grammar wasn't perfect, people responded positively. They encouraged me. I realized that most people don't care if your English isn't perfect. They care that you're trying.
And here's something interesting. Even fluent speakers sometimes make mistakes. They forget words, they say the wrong thing, and they correct themselves. So perfection is not the goal. Communication is the goal.
I love that. Communication first, perfection later. Another tip I learned is to join conversations, even if I can only say one or two sentences. At first, I didn't try to talk for a long time. I just added small comments like, that's interesting, or I agree.
Yes, that's a very good way to start. Short contributions build your confidence. Over time, you'll find yourself adding more and more until you can speak comfortably for minutes at a time.
Sometimes I also practiced with myself. I would imagine a conversation and speak both parts. It might sound funny, but it helped me prepare for real situations.
That's actually a professional technique used by many language learners. Role-playing with yourself or with a friend prepares your brain for real conversations. And if you make a mistake in practice, no one hears it. So it's a safe place to improve.
Another thing is to change how you see the people around you. Instead of thinking they are better than me, think they are my teachers. Every time they speak, you're learning something new for free.
Exactly. And you can even politely ask them about words you don't understand. Most people are happy to explain. This also starts more conversations, which means more practice for you.
Also, don't forget that English isn't about speed. Many learners hear fast English and panic, but speed comes naturally after understanding. So focus on clear sentences first. Speed will come later.
That's a very important point. If you speak slowly and clearly, people will still understand you. It's better to be clear than fast. And the more you practice, the faster you'll naturally become.
I also learned to celebrate small wins. If I spoke one sentence more than yesterday, I was happy. If I understood a new word in a conversation, I felt proud. These small successes gave me motivation to keep going.
Celebrating small wins is powerful. Language learning is a long journey, and motivation is the fuel. If you only wait for big achievements, you might feel disappointed. But small steps every day lead to big results over time.
So, if you feel like everyone speaks good English around you, remember you're in the perfect learning environment. You have examples all around you, and you can learn from them daily.
And don't compare yourself in a negative way. Compare yourself to your past self. If you are better than you were last month, that's real progress.
Speak, even if you make mistakes. Listen carefully. Write down useful phrases. Practice daily, even for a few minutes.
And most importantly, remember that confidence comes from action. The more you speak, the more confident you will feel, and soon you'll be the one others look at and think, wow, they speak good English.
So, today we've learned that feeling surrounded by good English speakers is not a disadvantage. It's an opportunity. You can listen, learn, copy useful phrases, practice regularly, and join conversations little by little.
We've also learned that mistakes are part of learning. Perfection is not the goal, and small daily improvements lead to fluency. If you focus on communication and keep practicing, you'll see results faster than you expect.
Thank you for joining us today. Keep learning, keep speaking, and remember, every conversation is a chance to improve.
And we'll see you in the next video on English with Altaf. Keep practicing, and your English will grow stronger every day.